The Member of Parliament Mathira constituency, Eric Wamumbi, has revealed today a very shocking statement. He wrote in his social media account a statement that has revealed so much about the relationship between Wamumbi, Rigathi Gachagua, and William Samoei Ruto. And I'm here today so that we analyze each and every bit of the message, and also we combine with other evidences and videos from the past, and we come up with an analysis on the pure or the real relationship between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. However, before that, we understand that Rigathi Gachagua has been on the other side of the coin. In fact, he has been showing disdain towards President William Ruto for so long since he was impeached, and he has been working so much to thwart every step of President William Ruto, and equally has managed to take the mountain people from William Ruto and is commanding the Mount Kenya right now. So whatever is happening in the eyes of the Kenyan mwananchi, it is a view that Rigathi Gachagua and President William Ruto will never come together again to work together in a certain project, maybe politically or anything else. But again, now this message that was written by Eric Wamumbi, the Mathira Member of Parliament, is equally, it indicates so much, it shows us so much that is going on between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. So that is why I'm here. I want us to look into this message, slowly, for us to understand what is happening between the two leaders. Now today, a few minutes ago, Wamumbi wrote in a social media account saying, "It is true, me and Rigathi Gachagua have been talking on WhatsApp messages. There is more, including what he demanded from William Samoei Ruto. The only problem is that he talks too much. Hana siri, I have the messages." It is a short statement, but it has so much to talk about. Here, Wamumbi is saying it is true that Rigathi Gachagua and him, Wamumbi, who is also a close confidant of President William Ruto, they've been talking on WhatsApp messages. So what do you think Eric Wamumbi and Rigathi Gachagua can be talking? Because wameonyeshana kwamba they don't need each other politically. So what else can they talk? For them to talk is not about Eric Wamumbi leaving William Ruto and coming to Rigathi Gachagua's camp. It is about Eric Wamumbi maybe, trying to communicate or become a bridge between Rigathi Gachagua and William Samoei Ruto. He further said that there is more, including what he demanded from William Samoei Ruto. So in that conversation between Rigathi Gachagua and Eric Wamumbi, it is now clear that there is so much that Rigathi Gachagua is demanding from William Samoei Ruto, that it's more than extra of what he has been demanding from William Samoei Ruto since his impeachment. You remember the case where he was the court decided that he be compensated with some millions, of which he accepted, though at first he denied. So according to Wamumbi here, Rigathi Gachagua demanded more from William Samoei Ruto. Now he further said that the only problem is that he talks too much. Hana siri. So whatever they talked with William Ruto, it is like they were almost signing a deal. They were signing a deal, and the only problem is that maybe William Ruto took one step backwards, because Rigathi Gachagua ni mtu ana siri, someone who reveals secrets. You don't even trust him. You can't even not know when he means it or when he doesn't mean. Yeah. In fact, he said he has the message, he has the evidence kwa kalatas. So purely here, there's been a narrative. I know those people supporting Rigathi Gachagua, those who believe in Rigathi Gachagua, might start insulting me, but listen to what I'm saying. I'm basing my argument on what Eric Wamumbi said on social media. Later on, a link to what Rigathi Gachagua equally revealed just recently. So from the whole thing here, in this comment or in this post that Wamumbi posted in his social media, it is true that Rigathi Gachagua is in communication with William Ruto through Eric Wamumbi. And now what is so astonishing is that Rigathi Gachagua is demanding more from William Samoei Ruto, maybe to sell to him, to hawk the Mlima Kenya votes to him. That is according to Wamumbi, yeah, because he's saying that there is more, including what he demanded. So Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto, they have nothing in common right now. The only thing in common that can bring these two leaders together is either Rigathi Gachagua to decide to give William Ruto a second chance by trading the votes of Mount Kenya to him in return of his benefits. And those are the benefits that Eric Wamumbi is saying here, that he demanded more from William Samoei Ruto. Now, the only challenge William Ruto and Eric Wamumbi have is that Rigathi Gachagua is someone who cannot keep a secret. And they feel that if this goes on for so much, that secret is gonna, expose, that secret is gonna spill out. So that is why I guess they have taken another step backwards. In fact, Wamumbi is saying that he has the messages. And I really don't think these messages are real. For the first time, I feel, Rigathi Gachagua is a very clever politician. He knows that he cannot leave the evidence kwa karatasi. Haiziacha evidence, ways of messages. So it's something that we can discuss and write in the comment section. Do you think whatever Eric Wamumbi is saying can be true, that Rigathi Gachagua, is in communication with William Ruto, and that there's something that he demanded from him? Now, back to the other narrative that many Kenyans have been peddling, and also it has been spreading like bushfire in Kenya, that Rigathi Gachagua wanted a chance in time when he could behave like Raila Odinga, such that he can be in opposition. When it reaches some level, he can, negotiate with the government, get some benefits, aeke watu wake pale, and maisha iendelee mbele. Now, recently, he said something about hawking the Mount Kenya votes. And he said that one vote from Mount Kenya is worth 3 million. And the people were clapping. Is worth 3 million. Maybe he was talking about some other things, but that statement alone, it takes us back that, they are there to sell the Mount, is there to bring the Mount Kenya votes together so that he can sell them to the highest bidder. And then my question equally comes, what will happen to other opposition leaders if his plan is to hawk the Mount Kenya votes that he has worked so much to unite? But again, when you think so bravely and also keenly, you can realize that among the opposition leaders, Rigathi Gachagua equally has really worked so hard to bring the Mount Kenya together. He has managed to spend a lot of fortune in trying to do campaigns in Mlima Kenya, have the people together, do some boardroom meetings at his Wamnyoro home. And that tells you that it will be difficult for Rigathi Gachagua to just endorse someone that maybe Kalonzo go for president as alternative government and as united opposition, with the much work he has put in trying to bring the people of Mount Kenya together. In as much as they might share, a certain share of the government be given, still I feel that there is more. But again, I know these are my opinions. I don't know what you think. You can give your opinion equally. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps we can form a basis of whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.